welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing good, having a great day. It feels so good to be chatting about Arsenal again. It feels like the longest time since we've seen them play, and obviously pre-season is coming up, which is super exciting. And you know what, I thought I could do a Q&A today to chat about Arsenal. It has been a while since I've done a Q&A and a solo video, so yeah, I'm super excited to do this. But please do like and subscribe before we do get started to help my channel grow. Now I'm going to get straight into this. The first question is, would you sell or keep Jesus? Now, obviously, Jesus has been linked to some Saudi teams. I know 55 million sort of being the money that has been, interested in him. And honestly, like, I'm sort of torn because I think if we sold him, I think I'd understand, because I know last season he did struggle a bit. But I also think next season could be a fresh start for him. We could see a bit more of him in the Champions League. It's good for him to have that experience to help us as a team. So I think it'd be good to keep him, but I also understand that selling him might be also a good option, because I know he wasn't the same last season. He did struggle. Yeah, tough decision to make, of course, but I think Arsenal want to keep him, so I'll just see how that goes. And to be honest, it does look like Nketiah is going to go, so I think we need to keep someone like him at the club. Jesus won't always play all the time, but having him on that bench will help us if we do need him. But yeah, so it's a tough one to answer because I get both sides of it. But yeah, thank you so much for your question. Now, this question is super exciting. So my second question is, best atmosphere you've experienced at the Emirates. You know what, that is a great question. I've obviously been to a few games, don't go as much as I would like, but I'm not gonna lie, beating Spurs 3-1 at the Emirates, like, it was absolutely incredible. Like, not only the atmosphere was incredible, but Partey's goal, like, I knew when that ball left his foot, it was going in. It was incredible. And do you know what? Fair play. Spurs fans were right down below me, and it was so frustrating when they scored. But when we equalised, when we won that game, the atmosphere was absolutely electric, and we were on top form all game. Um, I mean, another game that I really, really enjoyed was when I got invited by the Breakdown. I watched Burnley. The first half, wasn't so good, but the second half, we absolutely controlled that game. Zinchenko scored a great goal, and it was just a joy to watch the team that day. I mean, I've been to a few more other than that, but yeah, incredible atmosphere. Whenever I go, it's always a good atmosphere. But I think if the game's so like a United Arsenal, Arsenal Spurs, it's always a big atmosphere there. So if you want to go to that game, it will always be massive atmosphere. My next question is, what can we achieve next season? A good question. I know it's hard to answer because last season we obviously weren't able to win anything. I know that we got so close to the league, but I do feel like we can win the league next season. I know a lot of it does depend on who we bring in, because I know if we bring in, we can, strengthen our squad. I think at this moment, I do believe we can do it. I think we've got a good chance on winning the league. But I think a lot of it does depend on who we bring in as well, because at the moment we've not really brought anyone in. Calafiori is likely to sign. While I've done this video, Calafiori hasn't signed yet, but it's looking likely that he will sign soon for Arsenal. But yeah, I'm super excited to see him sign, and hopefully we'll see more signings come. But yeah, you know what? I think we could go for an FA Cup as well. I mean, the Champions League, I don't know if we're ready to win that right now, but I think we've got to give it a good go. And yeah, I would probably say we could win the league. And if we didn't win the league, I reckon we could go for an FA Cup. The thing is, when you ask Arsenal fans about League Cups, they're not really interested in it, and I see it as, a trophy is a trophy that I'd be happy to win, but it's not quite the Premier League, is it? It's not quite an FA Cup. But yeah, I think we've got a really bright future ahead of us next season. I know the team will be so hungry to get back to winning things as a team. Arteta as well. He's only won an FA Cup, a few Community Shields in his time at Arsenal, so we do want to see a bit more from him. So yeah, I think we've got a really exciting season next season, which will be really good. Now, this question is being so tough to answer. Who is your all-time Arsenal 11? I'm going to be honest, I think I can't really pick. But I'm going to give you an 11 that I would say is absolutely incredible, and it's got a bunch of my favourite players in, but I feel like I'd have to give you a few 11s to tell you my favourite, because, everyone knows I love Wright, but I can't not put Henry in the team. It's so tough to make that decision, but I'm going to read you my 11. I'd love to hear yours too. Got to go Seaman in goal. English goalkeeper, love that. I think he's absolutely incredible. For me, probably my favourite goalkeeper at Arsenal. I mean, obviously, we love Ramsdale, but I think, Seaman was absolutely incredible with a lot of Arsenal. And yeah, got to put him now, the back four. It's very tough to kind of make these decisions. And know, I'm just going to read you what I've put. I'll explain as well. Got to put Dixon, absolute legend of Arsenal. Tony Adams, you could not put you in his team. He's absolutely incredible. Campbell, absolutely amazing. Ashley Cole, as much as Arsenal fans, won't have that respect for him, watching him, he was a fantastic player, a legend of the club, you could say. I mean, I know he was a Chelsea legend, but I do think he achieved a lot at Arsenal. So yeah, that's sort of the back four. I've gone for now. The midfield is so tough because we've had so many amazing players, and like I said, I could give you like a few of my 11s. This is just one. Gotta go Vieira because legend, captain, absolutely amazing player for the club. This one's probably a bit unpopular, but I'd probably throw Fabregas in there. A young, talented player. I think having young players in the team is definitely important, and I've got to throw Rocky in there. I think he would always give you everything on the pitch, always give you his best. And yeah, I can't not have him in the team, can I? Very special player, one of my favourites. Now, this one's obviously very tough. Bergkamp, throw him in there, obviously. I can't not have him in the team. A lot of people won't agree with me on this, but Sanchez has got to go in there because imagine him in this invincible team, in this incredible team. Like, he would just shine so much. He would do incredible things. And he was my hero growing up. I used to watch him, love him. I know he went to United, but I'll always have that love and respect for Sanchez. He really gave me a lot of amazing memories growing up. Up top, it's very difficult because I look at so many players that have played in that role. Someone like Walcott, Kevin Campbell, Ian Wright. It's so hard, but I just think Henry is the best we've ever had. So I definitely have to put him in there, but this has been really tough to make because there's so many amazing players. Pires, Longbow, the list goes on. It's so hard. I mean, I just have to throw a few players in there that do deserve that credit. So yeah, that's my 11. Please tell me what your 11 is. Now, I've got one last question before I do wrap this video up. Who should Arsenal sign after the Calafiori deal is done? Now, obviously for me, we've not really been linked to many other people. It's more just, goalkeepers, backup goalkeepers. I know we were linked to someone from Ajax. I don't know what's happened there. But the position that I do think we need to go for is the midfield because Partey's future, I don't know, is he staying? Probably he will stay. But like I said on my streams, he's not a player that you could probably rely on. But when he's available, when he's in the team, you would start him. And Jorginho is another amazing option to have. So it's a tough decision to make. But yeah, the midfield's something that I want to sort out. I did like Onana from Everton, but unfortunately he's gone now. Neves would be another good option to have, to be fair. I do quite like him, but it's I think our midfield isn't our big problem. The striker is another one, but I don't know what we're doing about that. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who we do bring in the summer because it has been very quiet on the Arsenal front. We've not really been up to much. Calafiori I've been made up for. I'm really happy to have him at Arsenal. I think it'd be really exciting to, for him to be a gooner, for him to get in a team and see how he does. So yeah, the left back position is one we need to solve, and I'm glad Arteta's, done it on first before any of the others. So yeah, I'm really excited to see what we do. But yeah, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the stream. It's been really good to chat away about Arsenal. This is probably going to be my only video of the week unless I do come back at the weekend. But if Calafiori is an Arsenal player at this time, congratulations, welcome to Arsenal. If not, we'll soon see what happens. But a big thank you to all of you that have watched this video. Please do hit the like button for me, do subscribe and share this show, and I will see you all soon.